In a dimly lit study within the halls of Westchester Mansion, Charles Xavier sits in deep contemplation. The growing discord between humans and mutants weighs heavily on him. Decades of tension and mistrust have led him to question his approach, and instead of forming his iconic team of X-Men, Xavier chooses withdrawal. He believes humanity and mutants must find their own way without his intervention. Unbeknownst to him, this single choice shifts the course of history, and without the X-Men's influence, the world begins a slow descent into fear, chaos, and violence. In Chicago, a teenage mutant named Laura, who can phase through solid matter, tries to live a normal life. One day, she accidentally phases into a bank vault, and security cameras capture the incident. Labeled a criminal by the media, Laura is forced into hiding. Without the X-Men to guide her, she becomes a symbol of fear and misunderstanding. Young mutants like Laura are now seen as threats instead of misunderstood individuals. Across the world, mutants are forced into hiding, and without a sanctuary like Xavier's school to help them, they remain isolated and vulnerable. Amid the rising fear, Magneto watches the chaos unfold. Without the X-Men to oppose him, he seizes the opportunity to reshape the world. Magneto launches a campaign targeting key infrastructures, using his powers to destabilize human society and promote mutant dominance. His call for revolution resonates with disenfranchised mutants, and soon his followers swell in number. What might have been a battle of ideologies between Xavier and Magneto instead becomes an all-out war for control. Cities crumble as Magneto's forces clash with human authorities, and soon the world is on the brink of a new era, one ruled by Magneto's vision of mutant superiority. Human governments, desperate to regain control, deploy Sentinels, massive robots designed to hunt down mutants. The sight of Sentinels patrolling the streets sends a chilling message. Humanity is prepared to fight back with brute force. Images of young mutants cornered by Sentinels flood the media, further inflaming the public. What began as a defense measure quickly turns into persecution, radicalizing even more mutants who feel they have no choice but to fight back. With no X-Men to mediate, the situation spirals into open conflict. Amid the turmoil, a young mutant named Echo emerges. With her ability to manipulate energy, she disrupts Sentinel operations and opposes Magneto's authoritarian rule. Unlike Magneto, Echo advocates for peace, and she inspires hope among mutants who seek an alternative to the growing violence. She rallies a small group of mutants to wage a campaign of resistance, not through destruction, but through sabotage and non-violent action. Echo becomes a symbol of hope, a beacon for those tired of the endless conflict. Yet, despite her efforts, the world remains on the brink of war. Echo's resistance movement clashes with Magneto's growing army, and human governments struggle to negotiate in a tense and divided landscape. Without the X-Men's guiding hand, these fragile negotiations falter, and the balance of power remains perilously delicate. One wrong move could tip the scales toward global conflict. In this alternate reality, the absence of the X-Men has left a gaping void. Without their leadership, both humans and mutants spiral toward extremes of fear and division. Magneto's rise to power, the deployment of Sentinels, and the emergence of Echo's resistance all illustrate the stark consequences of Xavier's choice. The X-Men were more than heroes. They were the bridge between two worlds, a force for unity and peace. In their absence, the world teeters on the edge of disaster, a reminder of the profound impact they had in shaping a more hopeful future. Could other Marvel heroes have filled the void in this alternate timeline? What roles might characters like the Avengers or Spider-Man have played? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this exploration of alternate Marvel realities, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.